Okay, let's see how we made this kind of effects. The pyrosparse to flip fluid simulation. This is the thing I made. You can see I have the emitter. A good explosion is usually one in which particles are used as emitter, because explosions require the effect of the chill. Here I use 1 point and replicate 3 points. I use attribute adjust float to make these 3 points have different start frame, set different value for different attributes. You can see we have boil and temperature. Pyro need density, temperature, and fuel, but pyrosparse do not necessarily need density, just boil and temperature. A traditional pyro also need fuel to be ignited by temperature to produce fire and flame for explosions. Pyrosparse, like this one, pyrosparse solver, heat comes from temperature and creates buoyancy. Buoyancy is creating velocity based on temperature. Less dense things rise up, more dense things goes down. Hot area is less dense, goes up. Gravity force makes this happen to achieve explosion at a divergence field. For this pyro solver, expansion is the divergence. So I add expansion rate 3 to add some divergence for the explosion. Divergence means breaking the rule of being a regular flame thing, expand and contract. Divergence will make the thing explode up, cash out the simulation. You can see we have the pyro big volume. We don't need the physical body to shading this kind of explosion. It's a new shader here. And also you can export some image plate for the mantra rendering. You can see here there are a lot of the boxes around this explosion. The sparse maximum is essential. The extent of our sparse, like this kind of active voxels, is a big collection of voxels. It will try the best to keep the active voxels as close to the same as it can in order to save time and computing amount. You can see it is still around our same. Let's see how to make the pyro explosion to flip fluid simulation. First of all, I use pyro flow volume, get the density, copy the density. Also here, copy the flame. Copy the temperature. We have 3 of them, and attribute the copy. You can see here we have the density flame, we have the temperature, we have the velocity. So this is the points attribute. Different from our explosion, it's the prime attribute, density, temperature. We have the points. Use these points to simulate. You can see. We get the, you can see we use the flame to add some noise. When the flame is high, the amplitude is high. That's the particle we get. Go back our main thing. We have volume VOP. This is the main part, how to get the points attributes back into the explosion effects. Like we have PC open to get the every points around the active voxels final result. You can see